Hello my beloveds. Well, take 2 for this video. Yesterday I made a video, uploaded it, and it was gone. So this is the first part of 2 parts, and I hope it will still be in alignment with each other. There is a lot of things going on at the moment, and we're in a huge shift. I'm very grateful to be back again and thankful for all the people that left me beautiful messages, and they also gave me a little boost. A lot of people said, "Oh, you sound exhausted." Yes, I was exhausted because of the jet lag I had, and a lack of sleep for 5 days. But you know, if Spirit says you have to do your work, then who am I to disagree with that? This is my mission, this is my work. Doing grid work all over the world, and to shift the paradigm, and we're in the middle of the shift now. So yeah, there were a lot of things influencing the reading from last week, because I was tired. But if you're tired, doesn't mean you can't receive the messages. You know, you can receive all the messages that you need. Only you will be a bit slower than normally, and more not enough energized. So well, because of this, I apologize. I don't have. They tell me you don't have to apologize to do your work. So I will apologize. Okay, I'm here to help you all. No, this is a general reading. It's not a personal reading. If it doesn't resonate with you, then please hook off and try to find someone else that resonates with you. It's no use to put comments on my timeline that it doesn't resonate. So then I'm just not the right reader for you. So if it's not gender related, so swap if it comes out for your best interest. You know, if it's what doesn't suit you, let it out. What is interesting for you, take it in. So I had already cards made, and I left it this way. So the temperature shift is enormous here in one day. Yesterday I was just in my short sleeves, and now it is winter. So the shifts are really great here in the Netherlands, and it's also feeling in the energetic environment from the sun. A lot of sun flares coming in. So the vibration on Earth, because of the global meditations, the vibration on Earth is so high that the chemtrails can't even cloudy the skies anymore. There's still chemtrailing here in the Netherlands, and it doesn't have any use because the vibration of the Earth grid is high, and the universal grid is high. So the light is so strong that it fades away right away. It opens the sky right away because the energy is too strong. So I am really so glad that we are helping the collective with those global meditations, and we should do it more often. So I'm with my group in the Netherlands, decided to do drop in with their energies every Wednesday evening from 7 till 8 Dutch time, and it will be 6 to 7 in England. So if you are interested to hook on with our community energy and meditation from 7 till 8, please do. It's your own time in your own space. Set a clock and of an alarm that you get notified that there is a global healing going on, global meditation going on. Then you can tune in with your energy. And I know in England, and all the priestesses of Bridget are also meditating from 7 till 8 o'clock on a Wednesday evening. So we have already a global circle around the world. So if you want to tune in, be my guest and let me know how it feels. Let me know, because we can shift this paradigm much easier in a high vibration of love by doing this. Well, and let's see what's going on in the mind space of the masculine. Communication. New communication is coming in for the divine feminine or masculine. He wants to communicate. He wants to communicate correctly. He was thinking about it. How can I communicate with her? How can I contact her? And he is thinking about communication. Communication in some cases doesn't work, that there is a block, but new communication is coming in after a long time. So I'm first going to do this one, and then when I'm done with the deck, I will pull the clarifiers. In his heart space, there's the tower. There's a huge tower moment in the divine masculine's heart space. Doesn't know what to do, doesn't know where to go. Everything he was expected just turned out horribly. It was like, no, it doesn't work that way. I'm feeling trapped. I'm not feeling correct here. This is not right. I want to get out. And it can mean that it has to do with the environment we're in at the moment. It can be that it's related to the system. A lot of masculine are really in opposition of what's going on now in the space, with the coronavirus, with the lockdown, with the quarantine. They feeling really robbed of their freedom. So know this. Can also mean that there are third parties going on, that there is a choice to be made from one to the other, and that it could also mean that there was a third party energy, and the divine feminine and the divine and the karmic just left. That could be possible. What he is thinking? He's thinking about the divine feminine. He's thinking that she found love, and that there probably is someone else in her environment, another masculine in her surroundings. That's why he doesn't communicate that much, because he thinks maybe there is someone else that's taking my place. And that's how he sees the divine feminine. There are so many cups, she has so many options, and there is so much love and energy around her, and she knows to get herself back in balance very quickly, to raise the vibration and to do her work. He's really seeing this as yeah, maybe there is somebody else in her surroundings that makes her happy, because she can make herself happy. Okay, what's in the divine feminine space? The divine feminine is locking herself up. No communication. She doesn't want to see. She don't want to see things. She feels locked up. She feels that she feels controlled. She feels locked in, and she wants to get out of there. She feels caged. She wants to get out of there. There is no divine communication. There is no she needs the time for herself to sit with this and raise her vibration. A lot of fear, a lot of anxiety, so she doesn't reach out, because she don't want to bother other people with her emotions. So she withdraws, and she is disconnecting till she has herself back in balance, and then she will reach out again. So that's probably why the divine masculine thought, what's going on with the divine feminine? He wants to contact her, but she is withdrawing. There is no similar communication. There's no alignment here. So, what's in her heart space? It's about material things. It's about grounding, because I feel a lot of the divine feminine needs to ground at this moment, because the frequencies are so high and we're meditating so much that we really need to ground afterwards. So ground yourself. Money, it's about also money, and it could be that there is a restriction on her money that makes her stop making progress for the things she wants to do. She probably wants to go out or wants to move, but she needs money for that. It could also mean that her work stopped, that there is no income, that she needs to sit at home and wait and sit it out. So that's what she does. But it's also another scenario I hear is in her heart space, materialize new possibilities, new things coming in. Everything on the what is earthly, she will manifest, and she does it by sitting down, meditating, and connecting spirit, and materialize everything what she has in her vision. How does she see the divine masculine? She sees him as her mirror. She sees him as a soulmate, a long-lost lover from former lifetimes. She knows they connect telepathically. She knows that there is love. It could be that it's a friendship. It could be that there is more than that. And these energies, they mirror each other, because they are, most of the time, they are doing the same things at the same time, but not realizing that that's happening at that moment. So she sees this, and I have a feeling the Divine Masculine saw that way before her, but she needed time to grow into it. She needs more time to discover what it is, and she wants this relationship. If this relationship is coming with her Divine Masculine or her twin flame, then it needs to be from the 7th chakra. It needs to be from source. It needs to be connected with the higher selves. They must be on one line. And it's almost like, okay, you know, if it doesn't, I'm not going from the first chakra, from the root chakra, in lust, in sexuality, in the urge, the need to have a relationship. If she wants a relationship, she wants it that it connects with the 7th chakra, you know, that it connect with the higher source. Because when it connects here in the spirituality, then it has a chance of making it happen. When you're going from the lower chakra, and then you find out that you're not resonating with each other, you're spending your energy into something that is not worth it. You're giving your energy away to something that is not resonating, to something that is never going to happen, because it's not resonating here. When there is a different of level in spirit, it will not happen, because you outgrow each other so fast, and then your circle is done, what you have learned, and then you have to move on until you find your beloved that is connected, or that you feel that it's connected from the 5D, coming to the earth plane, connecting with you in a higher source of spirituality, same thoughts, same ideas, same wishes, then it's possible to make the union work. If it's not on a spiritual level first, then it will not be on a physical level. And that's how the Divine Feminine sees the Divine Masculine. We're going to shift into another paradigm. It's not about the sex, it's not about the lust anymore, it's not about the physical anymore. It's a higher intelligence that is guiding them to search for this higher love. And when that higher love comes in, it will be magical. And from a higher love, you can go to a physical love. What will support him? The feminine who holds the coin, the queen will support him. He knows that she's proud. He knows that she can sustain herself, do her work by herself, doing the things she wants to do, and that's yeah, that's what she is really enjoying, or that's what he's seeing. He doesn't have to support her. You know, she is independent. She can get her own money. She is this pillar for him. She will back him up whatever he will do. And she, because of her power, of her spirituality, of her power, she will always back him up. She will always support him in any other way. But she's also very grounded, and that's what he likes in her. How does she see the relationship with his divine feminine? As a spiritual one. He sees this is a spiritual relationship. This is from a higher source. This can work really well. There is knowledge. There is a lot of wisdom between them that they can share. And he sees that she is not afraid to take the steps and the way that she needs to go to do it, to materialize it, and to make the growth possible. So he sees that she's not scared of trying other things where there was a block on. She released a lot of blocks of fear, but also blocks of that she never had thought about. And he sees that she changed her mind, and that she, because of that, she gets more wisdom. She gets more insights. And that's how he sees the relationship with his divine feminine. That she's connected with everything around her. What supports the divine feminine? Wow, leaving, going to another place, going to search for a place on her own. She's leaving a situation. She's meditating a lot, grounding herself, coming into a balance with herself between the dark and the light, holding her space. But it could be that she is in a toxic relationship, and then I'm talking to one of you, you know, who's in a toxic relationship and wants to get out, but don't have the money to move out, because she's stuck because of this. There is no income, there's no money generation, but she wants to get out. So you need to trust in the divine that the solution will come. You know, there will always be a solution. For every problem there's a solution. Maybe you get help from an unexpected place. You know, meditate and give it to the divine, give it over and trust to source. Call in your guides, ask your guides to help you to move out and to find a place for you that's correct, right? How does she see the divine masculine? She sees that the divine masculine is looking for a ship to return, or there is another scenario. He's looking how this ship is passing by. You know, the ship of abundance, the ship of abundance, ship of you know. Ship of love coming in, and he's leaving behind two things, so he's holding on to one. And I have a feeling he is looking out to the ocean, and I feel also a little bit of how do you call it, What's really anxious? No, it's not anxious. It's okay, Spirit, come on and help me here. Excitement. Thank you. Excitement for the journey. Excitement, you know, he sees he wants to go overseas and he's waiting and he wants to cross the ocean, and but there's no time yet, so he has to wait. So but he's still holding on to it, you know, like, okay, not this time, then I have to postpone, but I will cross the ocean, I will see and look for my beloved. I'm in lockdown at the moment, so there is no time for me to travel and to see her. So that's what I see. He's ready to make a journey. He follows her journey. So that's how the divine feminine sees the relationship with the divine masculine. Then that he needs to wait a little bit more. That there is patience is needed here. But she also sees that he is ready to take the next step to cross the ocean. Takes a little bit more time. Okay, what is blocking the divine masculine? Abundance. He is blocked by abundance, and that can mean that when he's working for his own, he's his own boss, he lost his money, or there is a stop of work, that there is no way that he can see the abundance in his life at the moment. And he needs to connect with nature. He needs to connect with the sun. He needs to connect with the forest creatures. I always call the elementals. You know, if I'm in need of abundance, I call in the elementals and I sit with them and I'm communicating with them, and they give me the answers what I need to do. So I think that's the thing that the divine masculine needs to do for the abundance to come in. What's he going to do about it? He needs to go to the door to spirit. So if he's going to the door of spirit and communicate with his guide, the abundance will come by itself. You know, it will go in flow because you're connected with spirit. And if you're afraid of spirit and you're having anxiety or fear to go to the divine, well, then you're going to struggle. Then everything will be a struggle. So it doesn't matter how you connect with spirit, but could be through meditation, you know, could by walking in the forest and talking to the trees. But you know, it's you need to connect. You need to. It's both. It's not only one thing in this earth. I also see the divine masculine learned a lot from the divine feminine, and she doesn't stop to give him information. She keeps on giving him and teaching him to evolve, because you know, if there's love, you share, and if there's abundance, you share. You know, if it's abundance of knowledge, you share the knowledge. You know, if you only want to keep it for yourself, you know, then the element of greed is coming in, not open to share, and that means that that you get blocked. You get blocked. What's the divine feminine block? Well, she's holding the coin, and she don't want to be dependent on someone. She wants to do her own thing, and this is for her to do the work, for her to release the fear and the anxiety of money, not to get out of this energy. She wants to get out, but she needs to release it. She needs to surrender, and but this is her block at the moment. Too much the focus on money. What is she going to do about it? And that's the indecision. The indecision of not knowing which way to go. But I also feel that the divine feminine made already this decision in her mind space to do this, to get out of a toxic relationship, get out of the environment of the lower paradigm that's going on. So I have a feeling that she made already a decision, and probably for another part of another group of you, you're still thinking about it, which way to go. Shall I go to the left? Shall I go to the right? You know, you're blocked in the middle. So make the decision on your own viewings of your own thinking. Okay, I get another energy through. I see that you have to. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. In this indecision, you need to know, and that's also for the divine masculine. I see that he is addicted to desire and addicted to to desire. Let me explain, because they tell me to go with that direction they want me to show. It's about the divine masculine that is going to a third party relationship, and then when that's within his reach, the hunt is over, and then he can't open his heart because his heart is blocked. He can't open his heart, and when it's there, he is retreating. And then the divine feminine says, okay, I have enough, I'm retreating, I'm not doing anything anymore, I'm going the other way. Then he is going to hunt her again. So the indecision is also with the divine masculine, and the divine feminine is done with the indecision and the flaky behavior of the divine masculine, because he can't make a choice. So when the divine feminine is coming in, he is going to hunt the divine feminine again. And when the third party is coming in, he's going to the divine party, or he's going to the third party. So the desire of longing, that's the word. The desire of longing to have a relationship or to be with someone is so big, because they can't be by themselves. It's very hard for the divine masculine to be alone, and that's why it's that up and down is going to happen, because of the addiction of longing for energy, longing for intimacy, and longing for another closeness. But the intimacy starts with communication, and a lot of divine masculine, or a lot of masculine, don't know that their reaction is from the physical part, but the true intimacy starts with communication. Just what I told you in the other card of the chakra. You make the connection um, from this mind space when you're on the same level. It's not a physical thing. That's the old paradigm. We're leaving the old paradigm of physical attraction. You feel that there is chemistry, but that could be from another lifetime or from the 5D realm. So that's where we how we can resolve um, addictions, not from the root chakra, but from the crown chakra. So, and it will be how more people are shifting to the new paradigm. It's more difficult for the divine masculine. They will come in a very difficult position if they don't do this energy shift. You know, you just can't build a relationship on humor and laughter and enjoying life. No, it's going deeper than that. When there isn't a spiritual connection and it isn't grounded, you know, then there is no future in that relationship. So so if you have this information, maybe you can make a better decision for yourself to choose where you want to go. Do you want to go in the old paradigm and go to the physical space, you know, and just go in go like the old paradigm, go for the looks, go for yeah, the chemistry, for the lust, for the sex, you know, then you're staying in that lower vibration. That's fine with me. But we're all going to another ascension, and we want to grow. We want, if most of the divine feminine and most of the divine masculine, they brought, they need to be with each other to bring something creativity, to bring something creative to this world. When you first met, you know, you go in a relationship and you get children out of that creation of the two of you. For this time, when you get in an ascension, it's the work that needs to be done together. It's the spiritual connection, it's the spiritual work that you're going to do together. But you're going to do it out of freedom. You know, both have their own space, both have their connection, but you're doing the work for Mother Earth. You're not doing the work for yourself. It's not a selfish action. It's not about me all the time. It's about creation. It's doing the work for the earth. It's doing the work for the collective. And that's where we're heading to in this new paradigm shift. Okay. Wow, they're really up to it. What will combines them both? Wow. What combines them is a surprise. The divine feminine gets a surprise. The divine masculine is going to offer his heart to her. And that's really amazing because it will surprise her because she didn't suspected this. So there will be an opening of the heart, but the divine feminine needs to be open to receive that heart. And it could be, you know, the love in a friendship, the love that grows out from friendship to deep connection, deep love. And that he offers her his heart. He's opening up to her to open his heart because and because he is opening up to her, she will open up her space. And I feel with a lot of divine feminine that they still need to open their heart space. What's the solution of it all? The key. The key will open everything up. That's the solution. She's holding the key of his heart. She's holding the key of his heart. And this key that gets presented, the key of your own heart. Unlock. You have the key to unlock your heart, to unlock the cage, to get out of that space, out of that mind space, out of the thinking. You have it in your power to unlock it. Okay, let's see what the clarifier will mean on this. The communication of the thinking woman. He's thinking about his woman. He's thinking about how to handle it. And Archangel Michael will come in. Let's get it. Let's see. Communication with her. He doesn't know how to approach her because she's moving away, and he doesn't know how to approach it. And Archangel Michael is coming in to heal this spot, because he knows that she is thinking about other options to be comfortable in her own environment. So what is clarify the tower? The storm is coming in. The storm hits him. The storm that destroys everything, and it has to do with the deceit. The seed of the divine feminine, the seed of the divine masculine. Could be that the divine masculine is deceived by the system. He feels deceived by the system. He feels robbed by his freedom. He sees a lot of divine masculine are in a higher vibration that sees the deceit of the government, that sees the deceit of the system, and he still has to listen to it. And that brings in a storm in him, and really wants to get out. And it's probably because a lot of divine masculine have their own businesses or want to do something creative, but there is no time because they have to be in this system, and that creates a storm within them. For another group, it could be that doctors, doctors that have to listen to the system and see what's going on and see through the deceit and see that they have to do things that is not in alignment with their heart mission. Okay. Then there is another group that is the divine masculine deceived the divine feminine, and this is the card of karma. So it will all return. It will all return back to him. And he went through the storm, and it also makes transformation. It makes a huge transformation within the divine masculine, because he will leave the thinking behind and going to another higher frequency. But he feels what his deceit have done to the divine feminine. So he sees he is realizing what the deceit has done to his divine feminine, how it broke her, how it hurt her. I saw today something coming by, and it was pleasure is just for a while, heartbreak may take a lifetime. And if you lose that peace, you know, heartbreak could really take a long time to heal because of deceit, because it gives you a feeling that you can't trust anyone. And when you're in that place, you need to shift your energy to a higher vibration, in the vibration of love. And then you have to open the door to your heart, and you have to open the door to spirit. And when spirit and your galactic team or your star seed family helps you to heal that piece, then you can move on from this piece, because you start to realize that there are other people, and spirit will bring you other people on your path that that gives you proof that not all are like this. This is just a toxic relationship. So when that's a toxic relationship, you get out. You get out. But that's the divine masculine sees what it does to the divine feminine. You know, that there is no trust at all anymore in everything he does and say. There is no trust. Let's see. How does the divine masculine see the divine feminine? Well, she is closed up in her garden, and there is a gate in front of the garden, and she sees it outside, and she wants to get outside, but there is no way that she can get out. And Archangel Angel Camuel will help them with this. You know, he sees that she wants to go to her divine masculine, but she is blocked by, you know, by the surroundings, by the lockdown. She's in, maybe there are a lot of people in lockdown at the moment, and just looking outside and longing for their divine masculine, and know that Archangel Camuel comes in to heal this part for you. Okay. This is what's going on with the divine feminine, because she can't communicate anymore, because she's holding her heart. She don't want her heart to be broken again. She don't want to feel the pain and the grief of everything, of the deceit, what happened to her, you know. And it also swap. It could also mean that the divine masculine is being cheated on by divine feminine. It could be that there is, let me know, guys, if that's your case, you know, what I'm talking about, because I see different scenarios here. So let me know in the description box below. Maybe the divine feminine found another partner and is turning away and locking herself off from the divine masculine, to and holding her heart, you know, holding the heart from the divine masculine close to her, because she found out that her twin flame was there, you know, that she attracted her twin flame or her soul flame. So that could be the reason that she's not communicating, feeling stuck, because of her heart already belongs to someone else, and she don't want to tell her divine masculine yet what's going on, because it's none of his business. You know, he didn't treat her right in the first place. It was controlling, it was manipulating, it was, you know, not on an equal level. They could communicate with each other. There's no openness whatsoever. So it could be that you met your twin flame and that you're now stuck in this relationship that you want to get out of, and that there is in the next card that there is not enough money to do so because of the restriction of financial constraints. There is a constraint here, and if that's a constraint, just know that you have to meditate on it and raise your vibration to the highest energy there is. So and ask your guides and spirit guides to work with this, so you can go out and go up and level up yourself and soul to create and to visualize your dreams, because there will always be a solution. No matter what, how stuck you are, there will always be a solution. Okay. The sun is coming out. The sun is coming out for divine masculine and divine feminine, who recognize each other from this higher vibration, who recognize each other from the 5D relationship, and anchor it and want to do the work together. This sun will come out because that's the sun of abundance. There will be a lot of abundance, will be playfulness, there will be harmony, there will be power, a lot of power when those two are coming together from a higher plane. When the 144 are coming together, we all know this. When the 144,000 are coming together, they will change the world. We had already over I think 4 or 5 million global people. Whoa, slow down. People meditating on the global planet on the 4-4 and the 5-4 portal. So know that this made a huge shift, and that will bring in the abundance. Also pleasure, also shining your light and diving deep in these emotions. Okay, what's going on? Clarifying the support. Okay, the divine masculine is holding the key. He works very hard to support himself, but also to measure up to the divine feminine, her needs. He has a feeling that he's not good enough because they're not on an equal level, financially seen. He doesn't need to worry about it, because his divine feminine will support him in everything he does. If there is not enough money, or it's not about the money, it's about the love and support. And if he can give her that stability of being there in time of need, that's more than enough for the divine feminine. She is not looking for him to support her, because she can do it herself. And that's also what he sees in the divine feminine, and he admires her for that. So there is a lot going on, but he wants to give her stability. He wants to raise his standards, to do the things for her. Okay. How does he see the divine feminine in the relationship? That she's coming out of a relationship with a very broken heart, and he also needs to know that there is healing coming in on this one. that he wants, because he knows also that this energy of knowing, of spirituality, eventually will heal her heart. He knows that she's coming out of a broken relationship, and I have a feeling um, he sees that, and he knows, and he sees the power of her spirituality, her faith, that heals her broken heart very quick. She's coming out of it. Every time when it's happened, she's coming out quicker because of her guides and spirituality that helps her, and her star family helps her to evolve. That's what he sees. um, what sports? Wow. What do I say? I don't need to say more. You know, get out of the cage. You know, and wow, look at this one. Oh, I see both of them. Both of them. Oh my goodness. This one. This one needs to go back. Look at this. You have it twice. You have it twice. You have the let me see. No. Yeah, here. And the key. Need to move out. Open your heart. Oh, and here's the key. The key you're holding to unlocking the cage of your heart. That will give you the surprise. So think about this. Think about this, guys. This is a really, really amazing opening. You got the key. The key to this. So, yeah. The only thing I can say is trust and go and release yourself. In what kind of way? Wow, he is following the journey. And it could be that he's following you on Facebook, Instagram, or other social media. That you think he's not watching, but he is. You know, he's keeping a track of you, what your journey is, what you're going to do, what your next steps are. So there is still an interest in you, you know, on your journey. What are you doing? What are you doing with your life? What are you doing in your life? Who is in your life? And all these questions are going through his mind because he is watching from a distance. Wow. What is here? Okay. Yeah. To create more abundance, he is strategizing. He is making goals. He is putting a mood board, trying to do this strategizing. I see making maps, how he should do it, how to strategize to create more abundance. And I see that Archangel Uriel will help with this, because you can't strategize your abundance by mind, by logic. It's only by connection. It's connection with both spirit. So what's going to do about it? Well, there is a lot of the spirit says, open the door to me and walk in with me and come to me and connect with me. But there is anxiety to go through that door, and he needs to release the anxiety to go through that door when you know there's only love. But he probably had an experience of darker energies and is afraid of it. So that in that time, yeah, he needs to go through his anxiety and to work with it. Then there is family. Probably his door to abundance is his family, so he is concentrating on that. So that's probably his main focus, you know, at the moment. Okay. What is the divine feminine's blocks going to do? Because she's meditating, because she's meditating from her heart space, um, she will let go of the fear, and she's going to meditate and asking for abundance and blossoming. So she is blossoming. There is healing coming from Archangel Gabriel that will heal all the blocks, that will heal the fear of money, the fear of being stuck, the fear of not able to move. Yeah, she will blossom eventually in the time being, when she released the toxic relationships and the toxic people around her, even people who aren't on the same path, in the same way of thinking. She is releasing it all, and I see it's an up and down circle, because sometimes you're releasing people, and then your own growth is coming in, and then you can connect, or you can touch each other for a while, and walk with each other for a while. Then you have to unbind again, because the other one is definitely not growing with you, and there is never a growth at the same level, you know, at the same time. Otherwise it will constantly trigger you on your behaviors. So it's really needed to have time on your own and coming together, you know. um, but I see, when there's a toxic relationship, no matter how good you are together in the physical, and it doesn't resonate on all levels, you need to get out. And that's what the divine feminine is doing. She is going through the door of value. She knows what her value is, her own value, her self-worth, and she is getting out. She's getting out of it. Well, this is the surprise. The surprise is by the man holding the heart. And she knows, and it's a double card. Look at this. You know, he's holding the, he is holding the heart. It's the double card. Oh my goodness, this is great. You know, this is really a surprise you're getting, because it's a double confirmation. It's, wow, this is amazing. It's really amazing. I'm for you guys out there, I'm really happy and congratulate you, because I see for some of you an engagement. I see for some of you a marriage. I see for newly people that they get an offer of the heart, that they say, you know, or they hear, you know, I want to go on with you, and, you know, give it a shot. So wow, this is really amazing, guys. And you're manifesting the key. You know, the key is the key of your heart. You manifested this. You manifested this relationship. You manifested everything in your life where you need to learn from. You know, there is this manifestation that's going on, that you need to learn how to direct your energy, how to direct your mind and your focus, and then you can manifest everything. And that's about connecting with spirit and let it be the way it is. Okay, then I have 3 more cards. The masculine is on ice. He feels ice, he feels closed off, he feels lonely. He closed himself off. Wow, there's the card again. Oh my goodness, how many confirmations do you want to have? You got the key. You got the key. The key to open the cage, to your heart and go through that door and receive what you deserve. So don't get into fear when this is coming your way. Don't go into fear. Get the key, unlock your heart, open the cage and get your heart out and get what you deserve, because you deserve it. Wow, guys, this is really, really amazing. And the divine feminine is going with the flow. She's not going upstream again. She's leaving toxic energies behind and she just wants to go with the flow, and she is making it happen. So, well, I rest my case, guys. This was an amazing reading. If you want a private reading, I'm open to private reading. I have a huge discount because of the lockdown for all of you. My prices for till the whole lockdown will be existed. I will give you a reading for £33. And I hope all of you will resonate with it. Take what is resonating, toss out what it doesn't belong to you. I hope you have an amazing week. You can find my email. If you want weekly notifications, put on the subscription button, and I welcome you all to the community. I thank you. Bye bye. Thank you all. My blessings. And I'm so grateful that I can do these videos again. Bye bye. See you next week.